Welcome to Chalkboard Academy. Do subscribe, like, and share. Please do subscribe and please do comment that any one of the topics that I have not uploaded yet and you need them badly. I assure you that as soon as possible I will upload them. So today we are going to see what the next question related to pass adjustment, right?
Recording in progress.
Yes, one more thing, Garhida, that
Yes, sir.
what are the class we are doing here, that if anything you forgot or you messed up, that anywhere that you are not getting, that same I am uploading in YouTube also, so you can check there also.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Okay. So L, M, and N are partners having omitted interest on capital for 3 years. Ended on 31st March 2020. Their fixed capital 3 years were L, M, and N. Rate of interest given 12% per annum. Their profit sharing ratio were this one, and this one. Have you seen that the every year profit sharing ratio was changed? So give necessary adjustment
Changing,
entry.
yes, sir.
So now we are going to see here the first interest on capital for every year. So definitely all the amount we are going to do credit first. Correct now? And interest on capital not changed. So interest
Yes.
on capital not changed 12% per annum. That amount first we have to credit it. So interest on capital 12% per annum we are going to do credited for L, M, N and total. You find here that L is 4,800, 4,800, 4,800. How it would be? 40,000 into 12 by 100. Do it. 0, 0 cut. 12 into 4, 4,800.
48.
Correct? So exactly like that. Here also,
Yeah.
here also. Total amount is 9,600, 9,600, 9,600. For 3 years, total amount to be
Yes, sir.
credited 28,800. Correct or not? This is total credit amount. I hope you got.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
now we know that when total amount we get as a credit amount, now we are distributing among the partners as in the form of debit, or indirectly you can say that this amount indirectly you are going to get from the partners only. So from the partners capital, when I'm getting that, that is nothing but the debit. So first year, that is 2018, the debit ratio was 5:2:1. So now first year amount was 9,600. So 9,600 I am getting in the form of 5:2:1. That is 6,000, 2,400 and 1,200. Is that okay? Any doubt up to this? Adjustment
sir.
account last we have started. You have seen right in home. Any doubt you have?
No.
So first year we have distributed among the partners. That means this amount indirectly. What was the past adjustment? If you remember, that past adjustment was there where that after making your profit and loss appropriation account, partners capital account and balance sheet, you discovered that some of the mistake we have done. So when you have done mistake,
Yeah.
that it is not possible to make that all other things again. So that's why one more account we are making, that is one of the adjustment account. So in his adjustment account, we are finding the entry by doing like that. So all the partners capital account indirectly we are making here. So three partners were there, L, M, N, and anything is omitted. Omitted in the sense of what? That you have not written. So what supposed to, we will do same manner. Say example, interest on capital that partners going to get from the firm. So that means partners capital account should be credited. Again, that partners capital account, if it is credited, before it has not done. So now we should do credit. But same manner here, if it is mistakenly given or wrongly given, but it is not written in the partnership deed. Say example, interest on capital we not supposed to give, but you have given. So that time you already credited. Now we are going to do get back that things from the capital. So we should do debit. So wrongly if it is given, what the things we supposed to do normally, that we will do opposite. But if it is omitted, that time we will do same manner. That things only I am telling. So here that profit sharing ratio was changed. Every year 2018 profit sharing ratio different, 2019 different, 2020 different. Before we have seen for only one year. So at that time only one profit sharing ratio was there. So total amount how much was there? That the total amount we have distributed among the partners. If it is any credit, so definitely we will take in the form of debit from them, or can say that from their account only we are taking. Because of this profit, all the profit of the firm already distributed among the partners. Now if you found that
Yeah.
anything that you supposed to give again to the partners, from whom you are taking that money? From the partners only you are taking that money. Now your question is that, sir, if I am giving to the partner only, why it is required to take that from the partner only? So simple, it is the same thing only. The from the partner only we are getting, and to the partners only I am giving. But if you checking here that partners getting different amount, but partners giving different amount. So at that time, as per their ratio, sometime they have given some more amount than how much they receive. So that money indirectly goes to the other partners. Got the point? So
Okay.
that's why we are doing this adjustment. We are taking that money from the person only or the partners only in their ratio. But interest on capital, it is not in their ratio, right? Interest on capital is the ratio as mentioned in the partnership deed. So at that time, that if the first year 2018, the ratio you are checking that is 5:2:1. That is 6,000, 2,400 and 1,000 you have taken. So 9,600 has done in the debit form. Again 2019, if you're checking that 3:2:1. So 9,600 again this value here, this one. Now 4,800, that is 3:2:1. And again debit another from 9,600 in the ratio of 2:1:1. 2:1:1. Now the total debit, if you could find out for L, 15,600. But before total credit of L, how much was there? 14,400. You could find out that for like that for every partners, there someone having debit more, someone having credit more. So indirectly those who are having debit more, so the person will give more money, and the same money how much the more the person has given or the partners given, that much of less actually the other partners received. So indirectly I am taking that money from the person who taken more and giving the person who taking less. You got the point?
So
Grahita?
you have to distribute them according to the ratio, no?
Yes. So this money only we are taking again from them according to their ratio. So that when we are taking ratios form, so these are the ratio and the total debit value you could find out here for L, that is 15,600, for M 8,000, and for N, what are the name are there that as per this, yes, 5,200. Now see that for L, credit value was less, debit value is more. So debit how much more? Subtract it. You can easily can find out
1,200.
1,200 debit for L. Now here for M, if you
Credit
could find out, credit is more. So that credit 1,000 more,
1,000.
correct?
Yeah.
And for N, you could find out again, credit is more. But how much more?
200. 200.
200 more. Now you could find out one person giving back how much? 1,200 money.
Uh,
And other 2 person getting that one getting 1000, one getting 200. So indirectly, can I write the ratio or can I write the journal entries like that? That partners L. So L's capital account debit. How much debit? 1200. To creditor here. So that means of what? M's capital account, that is amount is 1000
200. Oh,
to
1000.
to
And else capital
N's capital,
200.
that is 200. I hope
200.
understood. This is that only adjustment entry. Clear?
So,
Yeah.
so here interest on capital, we're writing it on credit, no? So,
Tell again.
interest on capital is considered as credit entry, no?
Yes, interest on capital credit only. Not only
Interest
interest
on
on
drawing
capital.
is debit.
Interest on drawing will be debit.
Debit capital. Yeah, okay, fine.
Interest on capital, commission, bonus to partners, or any other salaries of partners, all should be partners capital account credit only. If
Okay.
it is omitted, if wrongly given, that time we will get back from the partners again. So that time it will be opposite, debit. Let's see, the question will be there. Don't worry. Clear?
Mm.
So this
Yes,
journal
sir.
entries should be here. L. Here see that their capital account was fixed. So that's why not capital. I have written that current account. So two account we are making, right? So these are the L's current account debit, two N's and M's. Is that fine? Any doubt up to this?
No, sir.
Any doubt up to this?
No, sir.
You want to write this?
Huh?
This question you want to write? This question, pass adjustment question one is very, very important.
I'll solve another question.
Okay. Do this. I'm not showing answer. But here only not interest on capital. So interest on drawings also there. And Modit entitled a commission also there. This all are omitted, I hope. Yeah. See, all items as omitted. So items to be credited in the capital account, that is this one and this one. But remember that only Mudit having commission, but interest on capital having both the person, Mudit and Uday, both. Here, one amount to be debited, that amount should be debited. Okay, one by one we should do. After that, total amount we could find out, and after that we will do all the things what the needed. Clear? Okay. So the net profit of a firm for the year ended 31st March 2017 was 30,000, which has been duly
2000.
distributed among its three partners ABC in their agreed ratio, that is 3:1:1. So this is also important for us. This is also important for us. It was discovered that 10th April 2017 that the undermentioned transactions were not passed through the books of account of the firm for the year ended 31st March 2017. So that 2017 31st March, what are the things we have done already? Distribution and all the things already have done in the ratio of 3:1:1. But after that, we found that these are the things down given, that is not actually adjustment not done, or can say that that is not given to the firm, given to the partners. So what are the things are there? If you could find out, interest on drawings not entered, interest on capital not entered, interest on drawings not entered, salary not entered, commission not entered, right? So these are the things you could find out not entered. The capital account of the partners on 1st April 2016 were this one, 25,000, 20,000 and 15,000. So these are the things you could find out the capital account of that, right? You are required to suggest the journal entries for that, the pass of the 10th April 2017. Now, first thing first, amount to be credited. Can you tell me in this question, what are the amount should be credited to the partner's capital? That means partner's capital going to get, what are the
Interest
things?
on
Interest on
interest on
capital,
capital,
right?
commission, salary.
Right. These three things amount to be credited to the partners. Now we are going to do that. Interest on capital credited A B and C all. Total 3,000 rupees, 6,000 rupees. And that interest on capital you could find out here 10% per annum. So 10% per annum as per their capital. So as per their capital, you could find out here their fixed capital where they have given here. The capital of the partners is 25,000, 20,000 and 15,000 as per their 10% requirement. Next, the salary. Salary, not all, only A and B. And you could find out the salary to A and B. It is not mentioned that this is the monthly or per annum. So at that condition, we are thinking about this is the per annum only. Okay. So the salary we are taking 5,000 and 7,500. Total is 12,500. Next one is the commission due A. That is a special transaction for 3,000 for A. So I have given that commission A. So these all are the credited. Now the total credited for A, B, C, how much you have? For A, we are having 10,500. For B, we are having 9,500. And for C, only 1,500. So total credited value we are having here, that is 21,500. I hope understood up to this, right? Next one is that we are doing debit thing. What the things we are debit here? Only one thing we are having debit in the partner's capital account. That is interest on drawing. So that if you are not writing before also I told you if you're not writing less, that is also fine. Just you remember that will be debit. So that interest on drawings debit 350 for A, 250 for B and 150 for C. So total debit value is 750 rupees. Now we are doing credit value and debit value we are checking now. So this adjustment is still not finished. After full adjustment we have done, we are going to do as per their ratio. Still full transaction not done. So the drawings is the last transaction. We have done this and now we could find out the credit value of A, that much 10,150. Credit value again for B 9250 and credit value for C, that is 1350. I hope you understood up to this. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So 20,750 rupees. 20,750 rupees. It is the total credit value. Now this total credit value, what we should do? We should distribute among the partners, or can say that we are getting that money from the partners only in the form of debit, because this is the credit value. So we are going to do debit in the ratio 3:1. So 20,750 3/4 for A, 20,750 1/4 for B, 20,750 1/4 for C. So this value 3/4, this value. You could find out here. Now this was the credit balance and this is the debit balance. Now here credit balance for A is lesser. How much lesser? 2,300. So that is debit value more. That's why debit value 2,300. Now you could find out here credit value is more. So that credit value, how much more? 5,100 credit value left. Here again debit value is more. How much more? 4,150 and 1,350. So definitely 2,800 more debit value. So at that adjustment, we could find out here debit are 2%. One is that A, another one is C. So A's capital account debit, C's capital account debit, and 2B's capital account 2,300, 2,800 and 5,100. I hope clear.
So,
Right?
yes.
Any doubt up to this?
No, sir. Clear.
Today your homework is what? All the past adjustment question you should see. Okay.
Which we solved.
In your book also you have lots of past adjustment question that you going to see. That means full. Whatever the question you have doubt, you should send to me in WhatsApp, and after that we will discuss that one. Clear that point?
Okay, fine. Yes, sir.
So what is your work today?
Past adjustment after see all the questions.
Yes, all types of questions you could find out. Okay, clear?
Yeah, sir.
Can leave.